Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to High Vibe Mornings. This is the morning show where we talk about high vibes, all things spiritual, and all things manifesting. Hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert. And I love to come live every Tuesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I always start the show with a general channeled message from Spirit. I then dive in. So that way, those of you who can't join live, you can come back and hear a personal message at the very beginning of the show. And those of you who are able to join live, I then dive into free mini reads with super chats, of course, getting priority. So if you're coming live, say hello. Let me know. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, just comment replay. Just let me know you're watching. It's way more fun for me the more engaged you guys are. Let's see, any announcements? Well, I'm getting all the zodiac messages up. The weekly all signs is up. And of course, if you are looking for a all-day intensive with spirit, you're just craving that all-day connection and access to source. Those are available as well right now. If you would like a VIP all-day intensive, they'll be in Las Vegas. You can just send me an email, kelly@kellylunt.com. And we can hop on a call to chat about that. And I think that's it for announcements. So we'll just give it a little bit more to let people come on and say hello. Oh, if you would like to meet your spirit guide, go to kellylunt.com/free gifts, and I put together a free meditation to take you on a journey to the Temple of the Masters so that you can start to develop that relationship with your own spirit team. All right, we will just go ahead and dive into the message for the collective. Stepping into the new reality is going to be quite easy once you realize it's about saying yes to good feeling things, yes to enjoyable feeling things. So the question is really, how happy are you ready to allow yourself to be? How good are you ready to allow yourself to feel? How proud of yourself are you ready to allow yourself to feel? Many of you will already start to feel a bump up in vibes, high vibe, at this point in the show. So the question is, are you willing to allow this to continue outside of the show? Can you be willing and open to just allow yourself to vibrate higher and enjoy life more? It could be a good thing. It could be a good thing if I allow myself to enjoy life more. Maybe I'm just trying to enjoy life a little bit differently. And different doesn't have to mean bad, hairy, scary, ugly. Different just means different, and I get to see and feel if I like it or not. I like exploring. I like exploring new things and discovering new ways of living life. I'm bringing back that youthful optimism, that curiosity about life. I wonder what that tastes like. I wonder what that feels like. I wonder how fun that will be. Well, that looks fun. Is it fun? Nope, won't do that again. Yeah, that was fun. Let's do that again. It's about calling in that eager curiosity for life again. Eager to expand, eager to grow, eager to discover new parts of yourself, eager to discover new ways of being, eager to discover new ways to interact with the world. You were so eager to learn how to walk. You were so eager to learn how to talk. So eager to learn how to run and skip that you're even, Mom, it's raining, let's go skip in the rain. You love the sensation and the feel of new things on your skin. You loved feeling how brave you were that you could skip in rain. So we're just asking you to call some of that back so you could be eager about this next expansion. That's what a lot of this is about for you, being willing to be eager about your expansion. Ooh. Good morning, Concha. Hey, Lakesview, you made it. What's up? You made it right when I started? Good, Concha. How'd you like that message? I was kind of thinking of you when I was doing that one. How are you, Lakes? How'd you guys like the general? The whole time I was thinking, I bet Concha would love this message. All right, guys, let's go with Concha. What was your question? Let's get into it. And I'm feeling called to use this deck with you, Concha. And then Lakesview, get your question primed and ready. Thanks for coming, Concha and Lakesview. Today's show would not be possible without you too. The general's good. I will piggyback off the topic of allowing more good energy. I've been feeling a lot of anxiety lately in my spirit today. All right, I got your back, Lakesview. And hey, Lakesview, it makes sense that you're feeling anxiety for the record. Like, even though you know it's a good thing and it needs to be done, it's still a whole lifestyle change. It will still throw your nervous system off, you know? Okay, Concha. Well, a lot of what you're going through right now yes, that's funny, Concha. I've actually, when I've been meditating more and like meditating with my spirit guides more lately, that's what I've been manifesting. I'm like, universe intervene. I just want to start being that like happy girl who's in alignment, and I'm pretty much paid to be in alignment and hear the answers for other people, knowing that their inner being can carry them like all the way. Dude, it's really funny. This cheek, because of the way the light is, the shadow's hitting, it just looks like, there we go. I'm worried about his reaction. He changed a lot. What do you mean, in a good way or a bad way? But Concha, yeah, I've essentially been manifesting, just getting high vibe and alignment lately. Okay, Concha, so a lot of your shift right now is you're moving away from getting your sense of pride, your sense of self-esteem, your sense of worthiness, your sense of feel good from essentially being called beautiful. Because it's like that awe-inspiring muse, M-U-S-E, like you're so beautiful, it evokes inspiration out of people. So like people would be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You added so much to my life. I just have to give back to you now, right? Like you no longer like that and want that. So what you're doing is you're getting used to getting that you're beautiful, but like you're a beautiful person, which means it's about your characters and your traits, not just your physical beauty. And they're being very strong. It's not that you're not physically beautiful. It's that that's no longer what you want to be seen for first. So you're getting used to getting seen for like your character traits, your values. I value friendship. I value generosity. I value helping those who I don't know that don't have family. So it's like what you value. And you're also getting used to feeling beautiful and being called beautiful for your smarts and the value you can add to people's lives. And they're asking, do you understand? He feels your energy pulling back, so of course he's getting angry. But I'll definitely talk more about that after Concha. So right now it's like that wobble that you feel, just know it's normal. You're going to get the same feel good feeling. You're just now going to be like, people are going to see and notice different things about you first now. So it is kind of like you are sitting back a bit and like leaning back sitting on like your queen throne, even though I hate using that analogy. Um, but sitting back in your queen energy, and it's like contemplation mode. It's just, and it's like your contemplation mode is a little bit more like, okay, don't know exactly what I want. I have a general idea where I'm going. I have a general idea for like the money and the career success that I want. I don't know the vibes to call in for it, but universe, I'm calling them in nonetheless. So they're saying, can you acknowledge like that is kind of like queen energy? Like, I don't know exactly what I need for this leap, but I know I want to take the leap. So universe, so it's kind of like you're allowing yourself to be rebuilt without having to intentionally know what it is that's rebuilding you. Okay, and so once you kind of realize that, you're gonna start to like play and co-create with the universe a little bit more differently. Instead of like, the like disconnecting and just getting high vibe and watching good stuff come in, now it's gonna be like well, universe, I want to experience this. Whether it's a one-time trip or an overall life haul change, like being mother, like universe, I do want that experience. And you know what? Right now, I'm just gonna admit it still scares me. Can you just call the energy to me? Can you call the epiphanies to me gently and peacefully? But call the energy to me because that is something I want to experience when I'm down here. I do want to experience like loving a man and being loved by a man and the best companionship I've ever had with a man. So it's going to be a beautiful co-creation with the universe of just like calling energy to you, even though you don't exactly know what that energy is. Does that make sense? Okay, and then contra, this next card is that a lot of it is going to be about like how, like, I want to use the word blessed you used to feel when like, men would treat you well, buy you something really cool, take you to a really cool, nice meal. Now you're going to have that relationship with the universe, like whoa, thank you for this gift, universe. Like, whoa, thank you for making me the lady who runs a brokerage and has 3 realtors underneath her. I've got a good team. I don't need it anymore. Thank you for the blessing of this energy. Thank you for the blessing of calling it to me. Thank you for the blessing of me being able to maintain it and hold the energy. Thank you. Thank you for the blessing of me selling a couple houses. And you know what? Thank you for, I wanted houses sold and I want to be the one doing it. So thank you for selling houses through my realtors. Thank you for giving me realtors who just love being happy. Thank you for giving me realtors who love my leadership. It's kind of like that kind of, you don't have to go through this long, arduous journey of becoming a good manager, hiring, firing. It's just like, I just have the best realtors underneath me and just the right amount. We all make the money we want, plus a little more. And like, it's okay that you just are a beautiful like vacuum who could call the energy to you to get the right people. And they'll even like, I think you're going to be surprised that they're like, I never thought I could sell 1 or 2 houses a week this easily, that are 1 or 2 houses a month this easily, like most realtors don't. And they're like going to know it's kind of because of you. Contra, I couldn't do this without you. And you don't need to be like, no, 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 or you don't need to be like, yes, 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 I know. It's just like, I just knew the vision I wanted and I called the right people to me. And it's kind of like a contra, like who cares if it's you who's calling in the juicy good money and they're making more because of your juicy good energy of calling it in. You don't want to be doing the legwork. So they're saying, do you actually see how beautiful of a reciprocal relationship that is? Okay. Okay, like once you do that, you're going to sink into a different level of feeling beautiful. And the beautiful is really going to come from, I love co-creating with the universe. I'm beautiful because I'm connected to my inner being, which is the part of me from source. I'm connected to source. I radiate source energy, and that's going to be better than any like youthful vibes that the youth exude. And then like once you kind of get used to, this is what I want. Hey, Brandon, what's up? So I'm curious, is it too early to ask? Did the numbers go up? But I know in our private reading they said 2 months. So I guess it's a little premature to ask that question, but I'm invested, Brandon. I want to know just like a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the end of 2 months or whenever, you move on to your next thing. I'm kind of just curious. They've always been right, but whenever I'm giving that advice to other people, I always get a little like, when it's me, I'm like, fuck yeah, it's my money. And they've never led me astray. But Concha, once you get used to that, the whole like manifesting, recognizing I'm really good at calling the energy in and enjoying and basking. I love that these people love taking on the work. Like, look how much more you're going to be able to get done. You're going to be able to like be the broker, sell some houses. You're going to be able to like handle renovations for other people. No, I'm not worried about it at all. I call in the best people to work on it. Hablo español. I manage people really well. I don't know, whatever people do my renovations, they always get done a couple weeks early. You know what I mean? All right. I'm excited for you though, Brandon. Does that make sense, Concha? And Lakes View. I always have the best people in their specialty. Okay, perfect. So that's why like you don't need to worry about running a big bad bold business because it's going to unfold in a unique, eclectic way that you don't even know. But the point is you just hold the energy of I'm becoming a woman who makes 30, 40, 50, 60,000 a month. Show me how, universe. And hey, Concha, how's the Sprinter van rentals going? I'm so curious. I'm like pretty invested, Concha. Okay, so Lakesview, do you want me to go back to your comments above or do you want to write a new one? And then Brandon, if you're still here, I'll do you right after Lakesview. Or whoever the other person is on right now, just comment, let me know, and it's your turn. They aren't quite getting rented. I think his energy is not invested completely. Yeah, he's a little tired of the hustle and the grind. Do you mean, like, are they not getting rented at all? Or are they just not getting rented at full capacity? I'm like tempted. I bet no one around here has a Sprinter van for rent, so I'm tempted. Oh, wow. I could see him liking that because he's kind of craving community and family. I could see him liking that better than the other one. Wow. That just surprises me. I wonder if he puts them closer to like downtown or the Berkeley area where there's big groups. Huh. Okay, let's go back to Lakeview's comments now. He's changed a lot. He gets angry and disrespectful a lot easier lately. He's never been physical with me, but I fear him lashing out. So just like, I know it sucks to hear this, Lakesview, but like that does make sense, right? He's losing his rock. He's losing his person who was always soothing him. Like you would always go straight to soothing his emotions. So you were doing a lot of his emotional management, right? Does that make sense? No, it's okay. Oh, I know. I didn't have dinner ready. That's why you're upset. I'd be upset too if I was working outside all day and I came home and the house wasn't smelling of something warm and good. Like, so you were always like justifying it's okay for him to feel that way and soothing his emotions and pacifying him. And like, you're flat out not doing that anymore. So do you kind of see why he's like angrier? Because you were the one doing his emotional management beforehand and now you're not. I haven't been sleeping well. I've been getting nightmares. My blood pressure's been getting high. My heart beats fast. Yes, I can see that. Okay, so Lakesview. First off, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fun. First off, of course that's happening, right? You're scared. Can you do it on your own? And all I can tell you is that I know when I was in that shoe, I didn't have a kid, but when I was in the shoe, my life got instantly better once I got him out of my life. And all the moms I've actually coached through this, their lives actually got instantly better. But, right, fear is coming up. Can I do it on my own? And like their nightmares are happening because you're at a point of fear. So it's just carrying over into your sleep time. I just want peace when we go our separate ways, but I fear he will try to make my life difficult. I don't want that. Man, have you done remember that due diligence I talked about? I didn't talk about due diligence. What did I call it? Contingency plans. Have you started talking to like a lawyer pro bono to like how likely is the custody split going to go? How likely will money split go? I think that like if you just kind of get a little bit layout of the roadmap and get like it's going to make it smoother for you. Okay, what'd the lawyer say? So it's normal that he's acting that way because you've been the one soothing his emotions, and he also now doesn't have the power over you. So like, you see little 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, they get all pissy when mommy doesn't do what they want. But I do want to give you some, like, have you done my inner child meditation here on YouTube? Anytime where it's like high blood pressure. Hey, and this is not medical advice. This is emotional support and emotional encouragement. If you need to see a medical professional, then you need to see a medical professional, because like sometimes you do need some medication. I am not shy to go to a doctor when I need a doctor. I personally typically try to manage my emotions well enough so that I don't need to go to a doctor. But if you need a doctor, you need a doctor, okay? But anytime it's like high blood pressure, it is a pretty strong indication that there's an old wound coming up that needs to be healed. So do you know how to access my inner child meditation here that's free on YouTube? Okay, Brandon. They said it's very unlikely he could take my son if he wanted, and it's likely my son will remain in my custody. Okay. Yeah, if you literally just type in Kelly Lunt, inner child, it's normally the first one that pulls up, if not among the top 3. If I were you, if you have the time, I would sit down and take the time to do it. And like the meditation has 2 parts in it. There's the first part where you talk to the inner child that's kind of causing some of the upset. And then there's the second half where you're sending it into the future. If you don't have enough time, you don't have to do the second half. But again, if you need to see a doctor, you need to see a doctor. I'm going to trust you to evaluate that, because sometimes I will go see a doctor. I'll get their prescription. I'll get their support. I'll get their help as I then work on the underlying emotions that are causing it so that I can get off the med. That's my personal approach. So I am not giving medical advice, just being extremely clear about that. But I would there's the fear that's going to come up as you move through this huge life change. It's going to be normal and natural as it comes up. But then there's also, you have old wounds that are coming up. And so in my encouragement, you might as well help heal up the old wounds, because the old wounds are the ones that are causing extreme panic, extreme nightmares, high blood pressure. Those are the ones that are getting you in a state of fight or flight. I don't know do you know about like parasympathetic and sympathetic? In layman terms, it's called fight or flight mode versus rest and restore in your body and your nervous system. Anytime you get into fight or flight, not anytime, when you're getting into fight or flight because there's an actual danger in front of you, there's actual danger in front of you. You learned it in psychology. Okay, so there's going to be the fight or flight of you're afraid of him lashing out, right? But then there's the fight or flight of the younger you that's an old wound. You might as well clean those up. Does that make sense, Lakesview? And it's not like you're going to do that meditation once, because I actually used to be on blood pressure medicine. This was before I even discovered emotional healing and that our emotions are what manifests stuff. I think I did the inner child meditation. God, I had a crazy childhood. So I did it like 300 times. And then all of a sudden there was a day where I started having symptoms like out of nowhere. And I called my doctor. I was like, dude, I'm not right. And he was like, well, I don't know what's going on, but I want you to skip taking your blood pressure medicine today and go in and get your blood pressure checked for the next 3 days. And he's like, but call me before it's the time for you to take your blood pressure med. And after 3 days, he said, well, I don't know what's going on, but I don't think you need your blood pressure anymore, but I do want a doctor to evaluate you. I was traveling at the time. He's like, but I want a doctor to evaluate you. So I don't know. I went to like a minute clinic or something like that. And this was back in the day when doctors used to staff those. So I had the doctor look at me and he was like, no, you don't have high blood pressure. There's no signs of it. I called my doctor and he's like, okay, I want to monitor this with you closely because this is odd. You should not be able to like overnight be able to get off blood pressure meds. He's like, if like, and it's because I was like 10 states away from him at the time. He was like, would you just like take your blood pressure for the next 2 weeks, call me. And I don't know, after like a couple months, he's like, all right, I feel safe. Like, I don't know what happened, but you don't need him anymore. So I just want to give you like a reassurance, you know? I have a feeling he'll eventually move to Alabama when we split. Oh God, good. Then he won't get any custody of your kid, right? And I've been feeling the need to mention something to a family member. Why do you feel the need to mention something to a family member? So yeah, just like you know that nothing about this experience or this ride or this journey is going to be high vibe in the sense of yippee, yippee-i-yo, I'm looking forward to this. There might be a sense of, I know when this is over, I'm going to feel a lot of relief, and I know that this is what's best for me, for safety in case he tries to get crazy in here. Oh, okay, so you're not saying you feel the need to mention it to family that he's going to Alabama. You're feeling a need to share with a family member what you're planning to do because you're feeling unsafe in your own home? Because those are two different answers. Okay, you're saying yes. So, all right, I'm just going to answer both then. Alabama's his family, man. Let them deal with him. Um, so the only reason why you're feeling his energy as intense as you are right now, Lakesview, I just want you to be aware that he was like this the whole time. You used to be a vibrational match for that and thought that was normal, and you used to soothe it. And there was a part of you in the beginning that you used to like that, used to like to comfort it, used to like to soothe it. Now that you pulled your energy back and more your focus is on you and your child and safety for you moving forward, now you're actually able to feel that it's his energy, that it's not like you causing it. So I just want to let you know, like, he was like this the whole time. If you are generally feeling, wow, man, I don't know how bad your situation is. Tell a family member. What if you also call like the non-emergency number? Like, don't call 911, but call the non-emergency police number and be like, hey, here's my situation. I just want to know, what are my rights? What should I do if he gets crazy? You know, because they're probably going to know more about, oh, fuck, you got a whole... I know you can't just kick someone out of your house either. You got to give them like an eviction notice and all that. You got a whole journey ahead of you, girl. You might as well start touching base with them just to ask, like, what do I do if he starts getting crazy? Who do I call? Do I call non-emergency? Because what's a family member going to do if he actually goes crazy, you know? There's just this look in his eyes that he gets lately. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have somewhere that you could go live? Do you have a family member that you could go live with? You know, like, it's your life. It does, from what I'm hearing though, it sounds like you're past the point of no return of being able to work it out with him. And if you're going to try to kick him out of whatever co-lease you have, I don't know the state laws that you're in, but I know when I was in California, I had to give a would you please vacate notice, and then I had to give an eviction notice. Like, it was going to be a 6-month journey to get someone out of my house. It was absolutely crazy. How long do you have left in the lease? I don't want to kick him out. I just want us to break up and for him to do the right thing and go. Right. I know that. That's what I wanted for my guy too. When I broke up with him, he still stayed in the apartment. And in my head it was because he just needs to get a job and then he'll be out. And then he kept like going to bed after me and sneaking in the bed. After a month, I was like, hey, so did you get a job? Or are you going to you need to start getting money for down payment? And then he flipped out. And it was like, okay, well, you need to get a job. And I thought I was being like a big girl because I had boundaries and I was telling him like my piece and my boundaries, you know? I think it was a month later that I was like, okay, well, like you need to get a job because you need to start moving out. And at the bare minimum, you need to stop sleeping in the same bed as me. He's like, well, where am I going to sleep then? I was like, in the other bedroom. The other bedroom doesn't have a bed. I'm like, well, it sounds like you're going to pull the cushions off the couch and go sleep in there. He was still doing that. And then after like another month, I was like, okay, so I'm going to let you know I'm going to pull back from buying groceries. It took me 6 months to get that effort out. Okay, so until April 2026, I'm staying here. Okay, well, I just want to say if you're staying there, you're staying there. But I would encourage you to not like dig your heels in because then you're just going to get into like a power struggle with him and a fight. I'm not leaving. You should do the right thing. And then he's going to get more and more intense and more angry as time goes on. So what I would encourage you to do is why not just inform yourself of all your options, inform yourself of contingency plans, plan B if he gets too crazy. So why not contact the non-emergency police line and figure out what are your rights? Hey, we're both on the lease. This is what I'm planning to do. I'm getting scared. He's just getting more aggressive. He hasn't lashed out at me yet, but I just want to know that what's the line that he crosses of when I could call police to file an official police report, because I don't even know that. So I can't advise you, but I do know, like, I think there's even a verbal line that people can cross. If they start speaking to a certain way, that's when you can call the cops and at least start getting a record of it, Because if you start getting a record of it, then it's going to be easier for you to get him out and easier for you to get full custody. So you might as well inform yourself of what's the line he crosses of when like police can get involved. What's the line that he crosses that I can get him kicked out without having to go through like an eviction process. And why not talk to your landlord and go, hey, how much is it to break the lease? Hey, what's the process if I just want to take my name off the lease? Like, why not just inform yourself with knowledge? That's my question. And then why not like reach out to family member of like, hey, I was just thinking I might need to live somewhere until April. Because, if he's like a flat out going to be a dick about it, you are responsible for that rent until April. But inform yourself of the knowledge with the cops, inform yourself of the knowledge with your landlord, because you might be able to get off of it. Some landlords are like, hey, if you want out, I'll get you out of it right now and I'll work with him to sign a new lease. I've had that case happen before. So you might be able to get out of this pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? It really just depends on the landlord. And why not call family like hey, I may not be able to help financially until April. I plan on paying all the rent when he's gone. I love my apartment. Okay, that's fair enough. But what are you going to do between now and April? Like, that's 5 months. Do you want to live 5 months in hell? Do you want to live 5 months with this intense energy? Just get your knowledge. Does that make sense? Okay, so call the cops on the non-emergency line. Just figure out your rights. Figure out what's the line he crosses physically. Like if he picks up a bat and doesn't swing it at me, but he picks up and walks around with it, is that enough for me to call you? Do I need to have photographic proof or a video proof of this? Like what do I need, cops? What's the verbal line he crosses? Get that information. I would call your landlord and just say, hey, I'm thinking I don't want to move, but I'm thinking I need to get away from him. So find out the landlord, find out all your options with your landlord, and have a plan B ready, Lakesview. So that means have a suitcase packed with your stuff enough for 3 days. Have a suitcase packed with your kids' stuff enough for 3 days. That includes formula, any medication. Like have that stuff so that you, in under 2 minutes time, can get out of that house. Because if he's going to go crazy, we don't want you in the house when he's going crazy. When he gets to the point of it turning into physical assault, we want you to be able to notice the signs that, oh shit, this is going to turn bad, and you could just run and grab one thing and get out the door. So have your plan. So landlord, cops, and then your plan B for where are you going to stay. Like, hey, just if things do get bad, can I come any day, any time? If that's going to be your mom, be like, okay, great, thank you. That way, just like have your fucking plan, because that's what's going to calm your now emotions. The inner child stuff is going to calm any of the old wounds that are getting triggered right now. He works over the road a majority of the time. He's home maybe 3 days a week. Perfect. Perfect. But that doesn't mean you should suck it up for 5 months. You know what I mean? And like, when you call the cops, there can be I forgot what it's called, man. It's been so long since I've lived through this. Domestic disturbance. No, keeping the peace. I forgot what it's called, but cops will sometimes do the service of, hey, I am going to let my boyfriend know that he needs to move out, and this is the day he has to move out by. Cops will come and show up just to watch, just to make sure it all goes peaceful. I don't know if it's called a wellness check or not. It's something else when they come out there and they just like, we're just here to make sure he moves out peacefully, gives you the key, and we're here with you until you go change the key to your locks. And so you feel safe that he's not coming in. And, you know, they'll make sure you lock all your windows, and they'll make sure you get barbells on it so he can't come back in. All right, so does that make sense, Lakesview? That's all the stuff that I can think about of advice to give you. Cops, landlord, and I just want to let you know, I have seen people get out of leases. And I've also seen some landlords, if you talk to them, be like, hey, I no longer want to live with him. I still want to stay here though. What are my options? Will you kick him off the lease? Will you get me off this lease and let me sign a new lease with you and I move just a little bit down? You know what I mean? Like, your landlord might be like, but it also might be a pretty strict landlord that's like, no, this is your problem till April, which, fine, at least you checked. All right, well, keep us updated, Lakesview. Keep us updated. Come check back in next Tuesday with us. We all like you and love you here. All right, love you guys lots. And hey, Lakesview, don't be shy. If your blood pressure is getting to a point of like danger, don't be shy to go to a doctor too. I have a feeling in the long run he will move because he doesn't want to stay in VA. Oh, good. I hope he does. I hope he moves and just gets out of your life, and then you can have some peace and serenity. Don't be shy to go to the doctors too, to check on that stuff too, because you're going through a journey right now that is going to be quite tumultuous. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting medication if you need it. Love that journey, Kelly. What a story. That was my high school sweetie I broke up with, Concha. Oh, you and I met after that. All right, love you guys lots. Come back on Tuesday, Lakesview. I want to see you. I want to help as best I can. Just let you have a little bit of a safe space. All right, love you guys. Bye. Have a good weekend.